A warm welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Riley Sakwe. E-tolls have been made cheaper and supposedly more affordable. But are we going to see ourselves paying more in the long run? We spoke to Chris Hart, who gave us his views on the matter at hand. In light of the recent e-toll dispensation, which Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed in Cape Town, Joburg Today sought an economic perspective to delve into exactly how much of an impact this will have on our local Johannesburg motorists.
Well, basically it reduces the ability of the Gauteng province to actually create jobs, so the lower end certainly will be affected by fewer economic opportunities, because I think investment will think about it. It raises the cost of doing business in Gauteng, which is not present in other provinces. Gauteng is the price, is basically where all the head offices are. That's where price setting mechanisms are set, and when the prices are then the cost of doing business is higher here, that cost then gets added to the thing, but people tend to then apply those prices nationally, and so you'll find that the net effect on inflation is more because it's in Gauteng than it, say, would have had an impact if it was another province.
I think it's a good thing that the cap has been lowered. Maybe more people will pay. I also think that more of the taxpayers' money should go towards the payment of roads instead of taking it from people that have already paid.
I had hoped for better when they said the announcement's going to come. I thought they'd consider that people wanted scrapped, not just reducing the prices. I don't think it's a thing that people want to pay less. We don't want to pay at all.
I think people must also realize that it is a government that has been elected by the people. They can't keep on getting away. Now we have got a crisis with electricity, so we don't want to pay. Who is really going to pay all for these things?
At this stage, because it sounds cheaper, doesn't necessarily make the system more rational. I think if anything it's more irrational, because effectively the fee that you need to pay for the system is in fact higher now, because previously you might have been paying 450 Rand a month and the system costs 100 Rand a month. Now you're paying 225 Rand a month, the system still costs 100 Rand. Of that, you're now paying almost maybe half of the fees are being used to actually sustain the system itself.
With the new dispensation in full effect in the next 3 months, Hart offers a prediction on how the system could possibly be sustained.
I think they will be above inflation, and they will try and catch up to try and shift that burden that's been placed on the fiscus. They're going to try and shift it back onto the roads, and that's once it's being hooked. But it's not popular, and I think it's going to make next year's municipal elections very interesting.
I'm Riley Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Francois van Coke from Van Coke Cartel, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. Follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. And if you're one of those people who are constantly on the move, then pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. Song and dance are an integral part of being African. Joburg Today took a musical journey throughout this vast and beautiful continent. Africa Month sees diversity and unity all being celebrated at the same time. And what better way to actually showcase all that's good and great about Africa than paying homage to an African legend? I'm talking about the one and only Fela Kuti.
Basically, the Africa Day Festival is celebrating Africa Day. Africa Day is celebrating the unity of Africa, the richness of Africa, and also looking at it in a positive way of where we're going to, how we connected culturally, socially, musically. Now, Fela Kuti remains on the African continent a legend, as Bob Marley remains, in the world. And even though he came from a little island like Jamaica, and Fela is one of our own. The roots are strictly within, within African music, although Fela drew on various people in his work.
Fela Kuti was and still is the epitome of fearlessness, of showing that we are all one. He worked with a lot of people, but he formed all these people into one. The music was one, but a lot of people on stage. That unity that he has whenever he performs, and his messages are all about truth. Hence, he was never loved by the government of his place, but he knew that his life was short.
I think the big mark that he left me with is he's a message maker. And he's someone who takes what he has, his skill, his art, his sense of design, his sense of fashion, his sense of attentiveness, all of those things, and he creates a message. The great thing about Africa Day is it's really the intersection of so many different people. I mean, you have Lura from Cape Verde, you have me from New York and Ghana, you have Femi from Nigeria, you have Ringo and Lyra from South Africa. It's all connected. And so that's what music does. It's a universal language. It pulls people together in that way. But we don't only have to use music to do that, right? We can do that in these conversations. We can do that when we really see each other, you know? And this idea of this xenophobia, that has not been my experience in South Africa. My experience has really been the connectedness between people. So let's move with that.
Never has there been a time to be more proud of being African. I was transported from Cape Verde to Nigeria, down to Ghana, and finally South Africa. And I can say for sure, ndiyazinga ngoba ngumAfrika. I am proud to be African. I'm Riley Hlakanipho Sakwe for Joburg Today.
My name is Vusinova, and I'd rather go blind than not to watch Joburg Today.
In an aim to improve health services, the city of Johannesburg has decided to do away with mobile clinics. Lole Extension 2 is the latest beneficiary.
There was lots of excitement in the streets of Lole, as after waiting for more than 7 years, the people finally got their brick-and-mortar clinic.
We are opening a brand new, ideal, state-of-the-art clinic in the city of Johannesburg. The background of this area is that Lole is one of the most deprived areas of the city. We look at a place where the patients are traveling more than 5 kilometers to access health services.
This is a bonus for the community. The fact that they don't have to wait outside or for their privacy, there's respect, there's dignity. They look at the clinic and they are happy, does something for the community. But over and above that, the services are there for them.
So we are excited with the new clinic. It's a better environment to work in.
Right, dinesetse ba sebetsa ba etsa mosebetsi wa bona 100%.
Okay, nna ska ke qala ho tla ka jeno ntse ke batlang ba improve ke speed sa bona, like bana le batho ba bangata mara bana speed.
Yo, mohlomong ka ba improve go be le clinic batho ba immeng wa bona
Infrastructure development is one of the top priorities for the city of Johannesburg, and the mayor has promised that more of these developments will be done around the city. I'm Karabo Motswai for Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Rebena and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more on our city, check out our playlist as well as Joburg Tomorrow to get the 411 on what the city of Joburg has in their pipeline. That's it from me, Riley. I leave you with Justin Sarau, Country. Enjoy.
Back in ETV.
City slickers and their suits with closed-top cars and model moms. Get a truck, you snob. And try something country. So let's try something country. Let's try something country. Yeah. No, so Jimmy said, I'm sorry, but I gotta get away, far away far away from here. Oh yeah, I'm moving to the country and eat me a lot of peaches. Moving to the country. And mama said, oh, we're gonna smoke all that dope. My bags are packed, I'm ready to go. And there's a girl I know in the country. Let's try something country. Let's try something country. And we'll try something country. Yeah, we're trying something country. Yeah, oh yeah. And oh yeah. And oh my love. So you see, me and my friends, we like to get out of Joburg and go to a little town called Parys, do some fishing and drinking, and we take a 6-string with us. So take me down to the river, take me down to the riverside, take me down to the river. No, love, love, love. So take me down to the river, take me down to the riverside, you take me there. So he quit his job and he sold his car, met a girl on the way. Now he lives in a house on the riverside, on a farm in Parys. 'Cause they tried something country. So let's try something country. So just this once, let's try something country. And let's try something country. Let's try something country. Yeah. And we'll try something country. Yeah. So